This video unearths America's first named war between Europeans and Native Americans, the Tiguex War, which erupted in December 1540 in New Mexico. History, previously recorded through biased Spanish accounts, now surrenders physical evidence to tell the true story. The Tiguex province was home to 10,000 to 20,000 inhabitants spread across distinct villages along the Rio Grande. They had advanced, multi-story architecture and a stable economy supported by deep agricultural reserves and fine cotton cloth. The Spanish expedition was a massive enterprise financed by investors. It included a European contingent of 350 men-at-arms and a vast majority of 1,300 to 2,000 Mexican Indian allies. The logistics train involved servants, 1,100 horses and mules, and thousands of livestock. Tewa defenders had a home field advantage with fortified plazas, rooftop battlements, and local supply knowledge. The Spanish expedition had technological and mobility superiority, utilizing cavalry, steel weapons, chainmail, and overwhelming infantry mass from their allies. The conflict escalated through 4 stages. First, resource extortion led to resource shortages for the Tiwa. Then, a broken trust with an unpunished assault. Third, Tiwa warriors retaliated, slaughtering Spanish livestock. Finally, Coronado formally declared total war. The point of no return was the assault at Arenal in December 1540. Despite signs of surrender, captives were condemned, and approximately 30 Tiwas were burned alive at the stake. Surviving Tiwa abandoned their pueblos, losing all trust in the Spanish. Puebloan resistance involved several tactics, symbolic and diplomatic gestures. Defensive reorganization by consolidating into fortified strongholds, offensive strikes, including guerrilla attacks, and deceptive information to lure the Spanish away. The Siege of Mojo involved an 80-day standoff. Tiwa defenders utilized high ground from roof terraces. The Spanish tried to smoke out the defenders in the subterranean kivas, while the Tiwa failed to find water by digging a dry well inside the pueblo. Spanish tactics included cavalry charges and scaling adobe walls. Puebloan countermeasures involved consolidation behind walls and rooftop barrages of rocks. After the Arenal betrayal, the Tiwa refused diplomacy and attempted a midnight escape into the mountains. After the expedition withdrew in 1542, the exact locations of the destroyed Tiguex villages were lost to time. Today, the largest battle site is Piedras Marcadas Pueblo. Non-invasive mapping methods have revealed an estimated 1,000 ground floor rooms underground. Archaeologists are using electrical resistivity to map the subterranean adobe walls. Over 1,000 16th century metal artifacts have been pinpointed. The high concentrations of debris cluster at architectural choke points, matching close-quarters combat descriptions. The physical artifacts confirm the texts. Copper points, exclusively used by the Coronado expedition, align with accounts of arrow wounds. Flattened lead musket balls support the ferocity of impacts. Uniform debris confirms hand-to-hand combat. The soil uncovers the actions of the omitted Mexican Indian allies, with surface obsidian flakes from macanas. Non-local slingshot munitions reveal imported weaponry. Tiwa defenders responded with small Puebloan bird points in a desperate projectile exchange. The Tiguex War resulted in hundreds of Tiwa casualties and enslavement of women and children. 12 pueblos were burned and abandoned. Exhausted and having found no gold, Coronado withdrew back to Mexico in April 1542, not returning in force for 40 years. The atrocities of 1540 laid the foundation for the massive Pueblo Revolt of 1680. The Tiguex War was not an extermination. The Tiwa people survived and reoccupied their homelands. Today, their descendants still live along the Rio Grande, preserving their culture.